What if I told you LeBron James might actually leave the Lakers? Not in retirement, not in free agency, but through a blockbuster trade. One that would send him straight to Golden State to finally team up with Steph Curry? It sounds impossible, right? But according to multiple reports, the Warriors have been quietly exploring this move for over a year. And the deeper you look, the more it starts to make sense. Because this isn't just about basketball, and it's about power, contracts, legacies, and the closing window of some of the biggest stars we've ever seen. This story didn't just appear out of thin air. In fact, it dates back 18 months. NBA insider Jake Fisher reported that the Warriors had real discussions about acquiring LeBron, long before the Lakers made their controversial trade for Luka Doncic. That deal shifted everything, and we'll get to that. But first, why would the Warriors even want LeBron? Well, you have to go back to Team USA camps where Steph and LeBron started bonding over the idea of one day sharing the same jersey instead of battling in the finals. They've talked about it, they've joked about it, but the possibility has always lingered in the background. And now, with time running out, the whispers are becoming louder. But the real question is, why now? Why? The truth is, LeBron isn't happy in Los Angeles. This offseason, he and his agent made it clear. They believe the Lakers are prioritizing their future over LeBron's present. And that future is named Luka Doncic. The Lakers' move to trade Anthony Davis in exchange for Luka wasn't just a roster change. It was a signal. The franchise was shifting gears, putting all its energy into building around a 26-year-old superstar instead of catering to a 40-year-old LeBron. For LeBron, who's still producing at an all-NBA level, that message was clear. Your time here is in the past. That kind of statement doesn't just fade away, it fuels speculation. And the league immediately started buzzing about what LeBron would do next. At first, the rumors went everywhere. Would LeBron stay in LA but switch sides to the Clippers? Would he reunite with Kyrie and Anthony Davis in Dallas? Maybe go back to Miami and chase one last title in South Beach? The possibilities were endless, but one by one, they all collapsed under the weight of money, roster fit, and timing. The Clippers didn't have the assets. Miami couldn't make the contracts work. Dallas had too many moving parts, and while fans debated these possibilities, one option quietly stayed alive, circling back again and again: Golden State. Why? Because unlike the other teams, the Warriors actually made sense. Think about it, the Warriors are running out of time with Steph Curry. He's still elite, but the clock is ticking. Add in Jimmy Butler, another star on the same aging timeline, and suddenly you see a franchise desperate to win right now. And who better to join that mission than LeBron James, a player who has built his entire career on championship urgency. It's not just about talent, it's about mentality. Steph, Jimmy, and LeBron all share the same mindset. Maximize the present, worry about the future later. For LeBron, Golden State isn't just another team. It's the one place where his need to win now perfectly matches the organization's vision. But here's the problem. To make that dream a reality, the Warriors would have to break their dynasty apart. And that brings us to Draymond Green. If the Warriors wanted LeBron, the math is brutal. Draymond has to be part of the deal. His salary is one of the few big contracts left on the roster after they already sent Andrew Wiggins away in the Jimmy Butler trade. Without Draymond, the numbers simply don't add up. But this isn't just about numbers. Draymond isn't some random role player. He's the emotional backbone of Golden State's dynasty. The guy who's been with Steph since the beginning. So here's the dilemma. Would the Warriors really sacrifice their last non-Curry cornerstone to gamble on 1, maybe 2 years of LeBron? And even if they would the Lakers even want Draymond in return? From LA's side, things aren't so simple. Sure, Draymond and Moses Moody could form the foundation of a trade package. But ask yourself, is that really enough to justify letting go of LeBron James? Draymond's game has always thrived in Golden State's system, alongside Steph and Klay. Outside of that, his value is much more uncertain. Add in his age and fiery personality, and suddenly he doesn't look like a clean fit next to Luka. The Lakers could try to flip Draymond to a third team for picks or younger players. But 3-team trades are notoriously hard to pull off, especially this late in the offseason when most rosters are already set. So LA faces a tough choice. Keep LeBron for one more year and let him walk, or gamble on a return package that may not be worth the headache. And this is where things get messy. Because at the end of the day, you're not just trading for LeBron James. You're trading for his contract, his age, and his timeline. LeBron opted into his massive $50 million player option, which makes him one of the hardest players in the league to move. Any team that trades for him has to gut its roster just to match the money. And even then, what are you really getting? 1 season? 2? Maybe his final farewell tour? But here's the twist. If LeBron were to privately assure the Warriors that he's committed for 2 more years, the calculus changes completely. Suddenly, that $50 million isn't just for one desperate run. It's for a 2-year championship window with Steph, Jimmy, and LeBron all aligned. That's when the rumor shifts from fantasy to possibility. So what would it take? It would take pressure. A perfect storm of it. Pressure on the Lakers to build around Luka immediately. Pressure on LeBron to win 1 more title before time runs out. Pressure on the Warriors to give Steph every last chance at glory. And when that much pressure builds up, crazy things happen in the NBA. Yes, the money is complicated. Yes, the chemistry questions are real. Yes, the trade would be one of the hardest deals in league history to pull off. But if all those forces align, we could see the unthinkable. LeBron James traded for the first time in his career in a move that would rewrite NBA history. At the end of the day, maybe this trade never happens. Maybe LeBron stays in LA, plays out the season, and walks away into retirement or free agency. But the fact that this conversation is even happening tells you everything. The Lakers are moving on. The Warriors are running out of time. And LeBron James is standing in the middle, knowing he might have to choose between loyalty and legacy. So here's the real question. If the Lakers actually put LeBron on the trade block, are the Warriors bold enough to pull the trigger? And is the NBA ready for the fallout if they do?